There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. On the toss, Bernard. And some room to run now. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jordan Evans in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. Now this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run for it with Hyde. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's a situation like this where a head coach writes himself a note before the game. Remember, it's a long game. You don't have to chase points early. But on the other hand, it's a huge disappointment if you only come away with 3 after a big drive. Let's see what he decides to do.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
There to stop him, Chad Thomas.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Brissett now. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Flex round!
Brissett to throw on first. Going deep downfield. They've got his man complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Evans in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Flex round! Flex round!
2nd down, Brissett. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Preston Brown in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
No. Check. Patriot.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Mayfield now. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Bernard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Flex round! Flex round! Check. Ohio!
Mike 22.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Carl Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield will throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. The defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Bernard shows the agility and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. Shutting defenders at the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. From the red zone now, Brissett dancing to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Brissett now on second down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. It's third and long for Brissett. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Bullock will put this one through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
That is right. 4 down. Check.
Watch you now, Barney.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now from the 50. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Brad 38.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
4 down.
They go to Johnson again. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Sean Williams had time in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 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 hey. Four down, four down, four down.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mayfield on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. First down, a run with Hyde. And some room to maneuver. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Flex round! Flex round!
First down, Brissett. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Brissett. Going deep downfield for Rowe. This is caught at the 20. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 47 yards.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a first down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Flex round! Let's go! 190! 1!
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LAD low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the